What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Alpha Reality. We're not wasting a single second today. No intro, no fluff. We are diving straight into one of the most confusing, high-stakes topics in human interaction: the hidden language of female psychology. There is a whole set of phrases, looks, and actions that are literal, direct code for make a move. And the vast majority of men, probably you, are letting them fly right over your head. You're misinterpreting, you're hesitating, and you're ending up in the friend zone, wondering what went wrong, while another guy who speaks the language, who understands the subtext, is the one she's leaving with. If you're tired of that, you need to lock in. This isn't about pickup lines. This is about decoding the subcommunication that makes up 90% of the interaction. Let's start with the most common and the most misunderstood category of code: the empty compliment test. This happens when she says something that on the surface is just a simple compliment. You'll hear the classic, "You're so funny," or its cousin, "I always have so much fun when I'm with you." Or maybe, "You're so easy to talk to." This is where 99% of guys fail. They hear this, their brain registers compliment, and they do the polite, logical thing. They just say thanks, or haha, you too. And then, silence. The conversation stalls, the moment is gone. What just happened? You just received a direct invitation and you turned it down. You were tested and you failed. You have to understand, when a woman is interested in you, she is testing you constantly. She is testing your confidence, your social intelligence, and your ability to lead. When she gives you that compliment, she is not just giving you something, she is opening a door just a crack to see if you're man enough to push it open. She's signaling, "I am comfortable with you, I enjoy your presence, and I am open to this interaction becoming more." When you just say thanks, you are signaling back, "I am closing this door. I am happy with this interaction being exactly what it is, and nothing more." You've accepted the compliment at face value and completely, totally rejected the underlying invitation. So what's the right move? You don't just accept the compliment, you escalate on it. You match her energy and you raise it. If she says, "I always have so much fun with you," you don't just say, "Thanks." You smile, you hold eye contact, maybe you lean in just a fraction and you say something like, "Well, the night's still young. We should make sure we have some real fun." Or, "Good, because I was just thinking about how we need to suggest a specific fun activity this Friday." If she tells you, "You're so funny," don't just say, "Appreciate it." You say, "I'm even funnier over drinks. What are you doing Thursday night?" You take her verbal signal and you immediately transform it into a concrete physical plan. You take the lead, you take her vague, positive feeling, and you give it a time, a date, and a location. This is the only way to pass that test. You're showing her you're not just a passive receiver, you're a decisive man who knows what he wants and isn't afraid to go for it. This entire dynamic is built on one crucial evolutionary concept: plausible deniability. From a social and psychological standpoint, overt, direct rejection is far more costly and painful for a woman than it is for a man. She is biologically wired to protect herself from that kind of social risk. If she walked up to you and said, "I want you to kiss me right now," and you weren't interested, the social awkwardness would be massive. She'd be mortified. So she can't do that. Instead, she has to use code. She has to communicate her interest in a way that if you don't reciprocate, she can play it off as something else. She can always fall back on, "I just think you're funny," or "I was just being nice." She protects herself. This is her built-in safety net. And it makes your job, as the man, crystal clear. You must be the one to take the social risk. Your job is to read the signal, understand the subtext, and be willing to put yourself on the line. She has lowered the barrier for you. You just have to be willing to step over it. This brings us to the next, even more direct piece of code: the "we should" invitation. This is the one from the title. This is the one that's so obvious it hurts that guys are missing it. This is when she says phrases like, "We should totally go to that new bar sometime," or "We should hang out again soon," or "Oh, you like hiking? We should go hiking." Let me be absolutely clear. This is not a suggestion. It is not a casual thought. It is an invitation for you to make an invitation. She is literally handing you a blueprint and a set of tools and asking you to build the house. She is testing for one thing and one thing only: your ability to lead and make a decision. The worst, most failed response on planet Earth is to say, "Yeah, totally. For sure, just, let me know when you're free." You are done. You have failed the test so completely you might as well just walk away. You've just taken the responsibility, the leadership, the entire burden of making the plan, and you've thrown it right back at her. You have communicated in no uncertain terms that you are passive, indecisive, and incapable of leading. The only correct response, the second those words leave her mouth, is to pull out your phone. Right then, not later, not I'll text you. Right now. When she says, we should totally grab a drink sometime, you pull out your phone and say, you're absolutely right. Let's do it. How's your Thursday night? Say 7 p.m. Do you see the difference? It's immediate. It's decisive. It's leading. You've taken her vague, future tense wish and made it a concrete, present tense reality. Even if she's not free Thursday, it doesn't matter. She'll say, I can't Thursday, but I can do Friday. And you'll book it. You have now set a date. You've moved from just talking to going on a date. You won. And by the way, if you are getting any value out of this tactical breakdown, do me a solid and destroy that like button. It's a tiny click for you, but it's a massive signal to the YouTube algorithm that we're delivering value. It helps the channel more than you know. And I'm curious, let me know in the comments right now, what's the one phrase you always overthink? What's the one signal you've missed? Let's see how common this is. Okay, let's get deeper. The next phrase isn't a phrase at all. It's a pattern. I call it the interviewer vetting. This is when the conversation shifts and she suddenly starts asking you a lot of specific, personal questions. Not just polite small talk like, crazy weather, huh? That's just filling silence. This is different. This is data collection. She'll ask, so what do you do? Like, what's your day-to-day actually like? Or, do you have any brothers or sisters? Are you close with your family? Or, what do you like to do on your weekends? Oh, you like hobby? How did you get into that? And of course, the jackpot question, are you seeing anyone? This is not small talk. This is vetting. This is due diligence. She is actively screening you as a potential romantic partner. She is trying to build a picture of your life, your values, your ambitions, your social circle, your stability to see if she fits into it. She is investing her time and, more importantly, her mental and emotional energy into you. The mistake here is to just answer passively, like you're in a job interview. If she asks, so what do you do? Don't just say, I'm in finance, and leave it at that. Wrong. Your job is twofold. 1, answer the question with some passion. Don't just say what you do, say why you like it or what you're working towards. 2, reciprocate. But most importantly, you use her investment as a launch pad to escalate. For example, she asks, so what do you do for fun? You say, lately I've been getting really into rock climbing. The gym over on 12th Street is insane. It's this awesome mental and physical puzzle. You seem like you're adventurous. You ever tried it? And if she says she's scared of heights, you pivot. See, that's what everyone says. But that's the best part. You'd be surprised what you're capable of. You know what? We should go. I'll be your personal instructor. How about next weekend? Boom. You've used her question, shared something about yourself, and pivoted directly into a date. You're not just answering her questions, you're leading the interaction. This brings me to a higher level test. This one is subtle, and most guys get terrified when it happens. I call it the challenge code. This is when she lightly teases you, pokes at you, or challenges your frame. She'll say things like, oh, I bet you say that to all the girls. Or, you think you're pretty smooth, don't you? Or with a playful smile, I don't know if I can trust you. This is a massive green light. I cannot overstate this. This is not an insult. It is not her rejecting you. It is a test of your frame. She is poking at your reality, at your confidence to see if you'll flinch. She wants to see if you are actually confident or if it's just a mask, a script. If you get defensive and say, no, I don't, I'm being serious, you fail. If you fold and apologize, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to come off that way, you fail catastrophically. The only way to pass this test is to agree and amplify. You accept her challenge and you raise her one. You show her that you are completely unfazed, that you are playful, and that you are not intimidated by her. You hold your frame. So when she says, I bet you say that to all the girls, you smile and say, of course, it's my most effective line, but it seems to be working especially well on you. When she says, you think you're pretty smooth, don't you? You respond, only on Tuesdays. You're lucky you caught me on a good day. And if she says, I don't know if I can trust you, you lean in and say, you definitely can't. I'm terrible news. You should probably stay away, unless you like a little trouble. This is high-level flirting. You're communicating that you are the prize, that you are not seeking her approval, and that you can handle her playful energy. This is incredibly attractive. You're not just passing her test, you're showing her you're in a different league than the other guys who get flustered and defensive. You're showing her you're fun. We've covered the compliments, the we should invitations, the interviewer vetting, and the challenge tests. You're probably sitting there thinking, okay, I've got it. I have the decoder ring. I'm ready. And this is where I have to stop you. Because now I have to tell you the secret that blows this entire framework up, and the one thing you actually need to understand. The hard truth, the real secret, is that you need to stop looking for signs. I know. We just spent 20 minutes breaking down the most common codes, and now I'm telling you to throw it all out? What is going on? This is the most important part of this entire video. If you've been half listening, I need you to lock in right now. In fact, if you haven't subscribed, do it. I'm not even kidding. Hit subscribe right now because what I'm about to tell you will fundamentally change your entire approach to dating and attraction, and you're going to want to come back to this. This is the 1% knowledge. The act of sign hunting, of anxiously looking for her to give you a green light, is itself the problem. It puts you in a passive, reactive, and feminine frame. You are waiting for her permission to make a move. You are waiting for her to give you a signal that it's safe. You are seeking her validation before you act. And that energy, that tentative, hesitant, do you like me? Energy is the single most unattractive, repellent thing you can possibly project. The truly confident man, the man who is actually attractive to women, does not look for signs. He creates them. He operates from a place of assumption. He assumes she's interested until she definitively proves him wrong. He doesn't need her to say, "You're funny," to escalate the conversation. He doesn't need her to say, "We should hang out," to ask for her number. He leads the interaction, he's playful, he teases, and he moves things forward because that's what he wants to do. His own desire and his own purpose are the driving force, not her validation. So you're asking, then why did you just spend all that time teaching me the signs? Because you need to understand the language so you're not completely socially inept. But you need to reframe what the signs mean. The signs are not permission slips that allow you to go to the next step. The signs are merely temperature gauges. They are indicators that confirm you're on the right path. Think of it like this. You're driving a car at high speed on a dark highway. The signs aren't the green light telling you it's okay to go. You should already have your foot on the gas. The signs are the little reflective bumps on the side of the road. They just give you a little bump to confirm you're still on the pavement and haven't veered into the ditch. You are the one who has to be driving the car. The sign hunting guy hears her laugh at his joke. He thinks, okay, she laughed. That's a sign. That's a green light. Maybe in 20 minutes, I can ask for her number if she laughs again. He's passive. He's analyzing. The confident man makes her laugh. He sees her laugh not as a sign, but as a result of his own attractive, confident behavior. And he immediately acts on the positive momentum he created. He doesn't wait. He pivots. You've got a great laugh. Listen, I've got to run in a second, but I want to see you again. What's your number? He sees the good vibe, and instead of just observing it, he captures it. He capitalizes on it. He leads. Now, if you're going to listen for any code at all, there are two more advanced ones that are as good as a signed contract. The first is us and we language. This is a massive, subconscious psychological shift. This is when a woman starts talking and mentally groups you and her together as a single unit. She'll say things like, "Oh, we should totally try that restaurant." Or, "What are we getting into this weekend?" Or she'll be telling a story to a friend and say, "Oh, we were just talking about that." The moment she starts using we, she is no longer thinking about whether she's interested in you. She has already decided she is. She is now operating from a mental framework of we are a pair and is simply waiting for the physical reality to catch up. This is no longer a make a move signal. This is a what is taking you so long signal. Her guard is 100% down. The door isn't just open, she's holding it for you. The second is the future projection phrase. This is similar to us language, but it's even more explicit. It's when she starts talking about the future, with you in it. You'll hear, "Oh, you love concerts? We have to go to the band name show this summer." Or, "Next time you go to that Japanese place, you have to take me. I'm serious." She is literally, out loud, inserting herself into your future plans. She is telling you she wants to be a part of your life. This is the single easiest invitation in the world to accept. But billions of men, billions miss this. They hear it, they get a little jolt of, "Oh, that's nice," And they just say, oh, yeah, totally, for sure. And then they never bring it up again. It's insane. She just told you what to do. The only response is to treat it as a serious plan. When she says, next time you go hiking, you have to take me, you say, it's a date. I'm going in 2 weeks. Put your number in my phone and I'll send you the details. It is that simple. You just have to have the presence of mind to listen to what she's actually saying, not just the surface level words, and have the confidence to act on it. This is a deep topic, and I know we covered a lot. I want to hear from you. The community we're building here on the Mindset Matrix is everything. Drop a comment below with the biggest sign you've ever missed, or the one you finally acted on and saw work. Let's all learn from each other. What's the one piece of advice you'd give to the other guys watching this? Let's bring it all back to the final hard truth. You can memorize all these phrases. You can have a notebook, a spreadsheet, a flow chart of if she says X, I do Y, and you will still fail. You will fail because you'll be in your head. You'll be calculating. You'll be awkward. You'll be a robot running a script. Attraction isn't logical. It's emotional. It's about vibe. It's about presence. The real solution is not to get better at reading code. The real solution is to become the man who doesn't need to. It's to build a life that you are proud of. It's to have a purpose, a mission, a set of goals that you are relentlessly pursuing. It's to have hobbies you love. It's to be in shape. It's to have a confidence that comes from competence and self-respect, not from external validation from women. When you are that man, you stop looking for signals. You start broadcasting your own, your energy, your confidence, your directness, your clear intention. That becomes the signal. And she will be the one trying to figure out if you like her. At the end of the day, all these phrases are just noise. They're echoes of the one true signal: investment. Is she investing her time in you? Is she investing her energy? Is she asking you questions? Is she laughing? Is she there in your presence instead of somewhere else? If the answer is yes, then stop thinking, stop analyzing, stop asking, what does this mean? And start acting. Lead the interaction, assume the attraction, make a plan, be decisive. Because the truth is, the biggest code for make a move isn't a phrase she says. It's the moment you hesitate. That hesitation is the real signal. It's the signal to her that you're not the one. Don't be that guy. That's all we have for today on the Mindset Matrix. Remember, don't just look for the code. Be the reason the code doesn't matter. Take this, apply it, and lead. Until next time, stay sharp.